This episode brought to you by Nothing Station.
Station. Hey everybody, we are watching Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and you are listening to Miscast Commentary. Yeah.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I am Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we bring you the second sequel in a row. Is this going to become the summer of sequels? Is that a thing we're doing?
It always is.
Oh, summer of sequels for us. I think we might do it. Are we just going to skip
This is like
ahead?
our Fast 9.
Yeah. Are we just going to skip ahead to John Wick 2, even though we lost our John Wick 1 episode?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You trust
The
us. It
lost
was great.
tapes. We'll come up with the lost tapes.
Well, the problem is it's lost, so that it'll be a podcast. Follow our podcast, The Lost Tapes. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's nothing there because they're lost.
Yes, but we've got advertisers.
A lot of them.
This brought to you by MailChimp, but a real company.
Yeah,
That is a real company, so I mean, whatever. But
liar.
No. All right, but yeah, we were talking about this one for a while. This is another real fun, crazy version of the sequel of another thing. I am so regretting bringing your face back to this podcast. All right, we got to get into this movie. Let's get it done now. And there's only one thing to do now, as we sit remotely from each other, missing each other greatly, reaching out for each other sexually. We gotta press play
Now.
It did happen.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Reaching
MGM,
out, touching me.
MGM, an Amazon company.
Oh, yes, it is. Maybe this will come on Amazon Prime because they need everything they can get because it fucking sucks.
I feel like this is on Amazon Prime. I don't know. Every now and again, like you'll look something up and you'll find it, but then you'll see it's on multiple things. It's like, how is this on?
Here it is.
So this is Joss Ackland playing Denomalos. He's in a lot of stuff. He was the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 2. He was in Hunt for Red October. He was the old, like, groundskeeper, not groundskeeper, but he worked at like the old ice rink in the Mighty Ducks. And what else did he do? I gotta hear. He was in Milk as well, but he's in one of my favorite canon films of all time, The Apple.
Oh my god.
Genius film. And he's basically the exact same character in that as well, except that movie takes place in 1984.
Oh,
But-
he does not like their music.
But he was very open about hating this, doing this movie. He took it, like, he said he did it because he lost a bet. That Bill and Ted graphic, the Bogus Journey graphic, looked like the cartoon show that they did.
Why did he not like doing this?
I don't know. I just, like, it was something, I think he just thought the script was stupid right off the bat. I think, again, there's a certain level of actor who just takes shit way too seriously, and then they see the weird costumes and the teenagers acting the way that they're acting. He's like, oh, this isn't serious cinema, and get over yourselves. Like, these outfits make me want to fucking die.
I don't remember this movie, like, at all. Like, it's been so long since I've seen this one.
I remember the main meat of the film. I remember, the evil robot us's and all of that stuff and going to hell and all of that. But yeah, it's like when I saw this again, I was like, what the hell?
We just watched like a movie that took place in the future, and their clothes, and look at these clothes. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I always hate when they go
moon boots.
Yeah, I hate when they go this far out. Like, even what was Demolition Man? I'm like, come on, guys. Like, let's pretend clothes are still gonna exist.
Yeah, they're wearing something.
Yeah, but it's like the idea that like what are again, like all clothes usually serve a purpose of some kind, part fashion but part function. You know what I mean? Is like this stuff. I'm like, unless we find out about like some kind of weird animal that only like attacks you from the shins down, those boots make no sense.
And Sir James Martin of Faith No More.
I know, so good. That was originally supposed to be Sir Thomas Petty, but he wasn't able to do the movie.
Who?
It was Sir Thomas Petty. Tom Petty was supposed to.
Oh, Tom Petty
was supposed to do it, but he wasn't able to. But
Station.
So this is where they just start yelling.
The things are off, but whatever.
I know they are off. I was trying my best to get them like lined up, but it was too hard.
Oh my god! Look at
another Luna Vachon for our group. So the original title of the film was Bill and Ted Go to Hell, but they were concerned about the average American audience being what they do, going hell no, blah blah blah. But they were also there was just the argument of they don't spend very much time in hell in this movie, so they decided to just change
right. The title. Oh snap!
Mm-hmm. Stephen Herrick, who those guns are like those look like they're from Doom.
Oh my god, these guys are straight out of it's like Doom mixed with those oh my god, everybody's got big old boots on.
Yeah, there's something attacking feet down there. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god,
but I do. It looks like a TIE fighter. But
they're ripping her open.
Yeah, Stephen Herrick, who directed the first one, he declined to do this one because his quote was it was almost a parody of a movie that was already a parody. So he just thought it was kind of dumb and just decided to move on. It was
if George Carlin's in, why wouldn't you be in?
That's what I'm thinking. But it was directed by Peter Hewitt. Peter Hewitt, he directed Tom and Huck, The Borrowers, which we talked about in the last episode. Garfield and Zoom. So he did all of that stuff. And the writers, Chris Matheson, who co-wrote it, wrote A Goofy Movie. And then Ed Solomon, who had he was a writer on all these movies, obviously. But he also wrote episodes of Laverne and Shirley, It's Gary Shandling Show. He wrote Super Mario Brothers. He wrote Men in Black.
Oh my god.
He wrote Charlie's Angels, and he wrote the Now You See Me movies.
Oh, that first Now You See Me was pretty good. I didn't see the sequel.
The sequel was it bummed me out because there were cool people, like Daniel Radcliffe was added to it, and like there were cool people.
Morgan Freeman was in it.
Yeah, but like, how's it going, dudes?
There they are.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I like that effect. Like it's not.
That was so killer, eh?
It's corny, but it's fun.
No, it works. See, they're all androgynous too. The people.
Yes,
that Bill and Ted knew, man.
See, everybody should be dressed like Prince. That's what the future is. Everybody's dressed like Prince.
I thought the faces looked really good, actually. The fake faces.
I was not mad at that at all. I like that they
get rid of all this like so fast, right? Like there's robots, we're taking over, we're going. Like there's only like an hour and 29 minutes to get this whole fucking thing over and done with.
This is not a 2-hour movie. We're gonna have to pump a lot out before you actually see the real main characters of the movie.
They're just like them too, right?
Yeah. They were programmed as such. So this, what's interesting, this school is actually, or at least the exterior of the school, it wasn't a school. It was the the Tillman Water Reclamation Plant in Van Nuys, California. And I guess that was, it just has that look to it. It looks like future school because it was also in Starfleet Academy in Star Trek The Next Generation.
Oh my god.
And it was also in Star Trek Voyager as like another futuristic building.
This place is the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's gonna have to riff his guitar out here to
yeah. Oh, Todd just died.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, this is what he does. Boom. And he rises. He's like, I'm out of here, baby. He's always had this contingency plan just in case.
That outfit that he has looks very much like the outfit of like a guy who was given a really bad wrestling gimmick.
Like the Shockmaster.
Yeah. Well, I was even thinking, like, remember Farouk's original, like when he was like the gladiator or something, and it was like this blue, like padded whatever. This is one thing I love, is that they never got good. But I do hate the cop out of the third movie, because like this whole time they're saying, Bill and Ted, you are what changed the world, and it's like people know them, and they have a statue to them that was Bill and Ted University, to which they have statues in front of them. People recognized their faces when the robots came out. There's our
maybe it's still technically like is them because it's their lineage, it's like of their blood. Like, I understand what you're saying, because I agree with you, but I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. But you would just think that then they would you would think that the girls would have gotten the credit from the beginning.
And I also thought at the end there was going to be like a really good musical performance, which it was kind of like a montage-y kind of.
Yeah. And it was a Kiss song.
Was it?
Oh, in this one it's a Kiss song. Oh. Why am I forgetting her name? Jackie Brown is in front of our faces right now. At least her leg is.
Oh my God, it is.
Why?
Don't say. Don't tell. I'll get away. It's
I can't
Pamela Grier.
Pam Grier. Thank you very much.
Pamela Grier.
She was actually really brilliant. She was in that Bless This Mess, the show starring Dax Shepard and Lake Bell. And it was a funny show. Ed Begley was in it, but she was in it. She played like the cop in the thing, and everybody was really funny in that show, and then it got canceled, and I was bummed. Because usually when I like something, it gets canceled. Which is why
he just says here, he's like, they loved us, and she's like, they turned on the song La Bamba during your guitar solo. San Dimas, it's one of those places. Is that a real spot or what?
San Dimas is apparently a real place, but it sounds like the fakest place.
Are those the same princesses?
No, they're not the same princesses from the first one. They were replaced for this movie and then replaced for the next movie as well.
No shit.
Yeah. I don't really understand. I never understand why they do that sort of a thing.
Well, maybe they couldn't get them or whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, I've spoken to the one who was the brunette from the first one, and she was pretty put off that she wasn't involved in the future movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When did you talk to her?
Well, it was on Dueling Decades. She was the judge.
No shit.
That was a while ago, but
yeah, why not have the same girl in it if they want to be in it?
Yeah, I mean there's always circumstances, but that she insinuated that she blamed Keanu, saying that he didn't want them there.
Oh, really?
But I really don't know. That's the dude from I didn't
wait a minute. Whoa. She insinuated it was Keanu.
Yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy,
yeah.
Huh? Fucking asshole.
Anyhow, he was in what was it? Major League, right? The general there?
Oh my God, that guy's in like everything.
Yeah.
Yes, he was in Major League.
Yeah,
he was the old who's always greasing up his arm as the old pitcher, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's something they never address. How did the princesses acclimate to life? How did they get money, or how do they have it? Like, did they get jobs? That's literally impossible because they don't have like social security numbers or anything like that. Like, how did they
may do, buddy.
Like, where do they live? Do they live with Bill and Ted?
They live there with Bill and Ted. You know how easy it is to get a SIN number in the goddamn States?
Yeah. Well, it'd be impossible. SIN numbers aren't even a thing.
Exactly. It was a trick question.
I love this twist.
Another Pepsi shot.
Yeah. I love that twist. I can't believe that Missy divorced your dad and married mine. He's just so depressed. Lots of Pepsi's featured in this movie too.
That's gonna be the fact that like he's eating like a Twinkie and hasn't shaved in 2 days, so he looks like a mess.
You know, I was doing some research for something a while ago. the other week there, and I came across, it was about the guy who killed Harvey Milk.
Right.
He only got sentenced to 7 years in prison because he killed Harvey Milk and the mayor of San Francisco. And he only got 7 years because the defense counsel said that he was depressed and that's why he did it. And the proof that he was depressed was because he was eating like junk food and stuff like that. And it became what was known in like the legal world as the Twinkie defense.
Oh my God.
They're just super bad. And then what was worse was after he got out of jail, he was speaking to somebody who's like a police inspector or something like that. And he admitted to that guy that he's like, no, they were totally like, I didn't snap or anything. It's like the murders were totally premeditated. I had actually planned on killing 2 more people, but I couldn't get to them.
They only put him in jail for 7 years because he killed a gay man and a gay man sympathizer. That's fucking why.
Yeah.
If he would have shot a bunch of fucking
but it's San
straight
Francisco.
white people, he would have been in jail forever. Oh yeah, that is true. That was San Francisco, right?
Like it's, yeah,
that's funny
like,
because
not to say that they weren't discriminated against there, but you would think if anywhere you would have the closest thing to a fair shot, it would have been there.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean, like you're gonna sit on a tower and shoot a bunch of if it's premeditated, he went to a gay rally.
Yeah, no,
shot Harvey Milk and then shot.
Well, he actually did it. It was like in City Hall. He snuck into City Hall and shot them. Is how it all
okay.
Well,
whatever. Still, it's totally hate crime. Crime. Like, come on.
Totally. It's a crazy, like, it's really a crazy story. And I've seen Milk, but it's like when I read about it, it resonated so much more to me when I was reading about it, because it was like he had resigned in protest of Harvey Milk being like named one of the board members of San Francisco or whatever, but then realized that the mayor, who was like, more progressive, was going to, replace him with somebody more progressive, and he didn't want that. So he tried to get his job back, and then everybody fought him, so he couldn't get his job back. You'll actually see.
Look out, cat!
There's a shot where you'll actually see another burn mark where like the other phone booth landed the original time. Yeah, you can see it off to the left there.
Yo, I love the Circle K because they're everywhere now.
Yes.
They have broken over the border, and that store is everywhere.
Yeah.
There's one right up the street, man. And I used to tell everybody, I was like, man, that's where Bill and Ted hang out. And they're like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, oh, you fucking kids.
Yeah. That's all I want to do is stand outside and just say something's amiss at the Circle K.
I just read it happened in like Texas or something. It's a true story.
Yeah.
I just read it on TMZ. This lady went outside on her front yard and saw the neighbor's puppy run over onto her yard. Yeah. She runs inside, grabs her handgun, comes outside, and starts wildly shooting at the dog. Because she's like, oh my God, this dog is going to attack my child, a puppy dog.
It would have attacked him with love.
The bullet ricochets off the ground and hits her child in the stomach. She then, you know what she was charged with? The only thing, it was just discharging a firearm. That is it.
No endangering a minor.
Because in the States, I don't know the exact rules or whatever, but in the States, you can literally just shoot whatever. If something comes onto you, if that dog... she was, and the only reason she was charged with that was because there was 2 houses across the street that could have been hit with a stray bullet. Yeah. If this was on her property and the dog, she could have blown the dog's head off and they do nothing.
It's that whole stand your ground law, right? It was like the same thing that happened in Florida with Zimmerman there, George Zimmerman or whatever, killed that the kid in the hoodie because he was like, I was intimidated, so I murdered him.
Yeah, and then it's like the guy that owned the dog also got a fine for like his dog. Like he got a worse fine than the lady that shot her own kid trying to kill an innocent puppy.
Yeah.
Because they're like, why is your dog running around in somebody's yard and blah blah blah. It's like, oh my God, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
yeah. I wouldn't. I'm not going to humor this right now. Just close the door.
Yeah, it's like, we're going to the desert to be alone. It's over. Goodbye.
Yeah. I live in the woods now. What else do we got here? So apparently, Keanu Reeves, at some point during the production of this movie, he collapsed in his trailer and was found just out cold. And excuse me, and so they discovered him and they took him to the hospital and he had an infection in his arm.
Right.
Oh, that fell flat. No, that was the end of the story. Is just he got.
Oh, I thought it was going to be they needed to go to the hospithal and they found he had the fleshy disease and blah blah.
No, he just got carried out. He got carried to the hospital.
I thought there was more story coming.
That's okay. So they're watching Star Trek right now, which will
I think
come
they
in handy
end up
later.
on that cliff too.
Yes, that's actually what I was going to give it. I was going to hold off until it actually got there, but you actually watch them climb that exact point of that mountain,
right?
When they're with Death, or no, when they're with the evil robot Usus.
Exactly.
I like that how did they know exactly what clothes they were going to have?
Oh, they know.
That seems like there was a scouting thing that, that's going on behind the scenes. There's always been somebody there watching them so they can tell them. I think it would also be okay if they weren't wearing the same clothes. It's still them. They were in their apartment and they were in their place.
But they made them so well because you look, they even act like them. They're just evil. So they would pick out the same clothes.
Oh yeah. Just by instinct. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
I'm on board with that. So the main bad guy there, Denomalos, he's named for that because that's literally just Ed Solomon backwards.
It's whose name?
Ed Solomon, the writer.
Right.
So instead of Ed, and instead of Solomon, Namalos.
Namalos.
Which really sounds like a video game thing with Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot.
Remember that was the
it sounds like a Mortal Kombat character.
Literally was a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh my god.
Remember that was, and he was named for the guy who created, or one of the guys who created the game, Tobias Boone.
Noob Saibot, I knew that. Was he the robot guy? No, that was Cyrax.
Yeah. No, Noob Saibot was just another Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Smoke.
Right. Smoke, Reptile.
Yeah. We're all the same. It was like the Power Rangers of ninjas.
What does it say in the back there? It's somebody's birthday or something.
Probably. Oh, you could see that Pepsi so clearly.
Oh man, I wonder how much they give to movies to have it to make. How much money do you got to pay to a movie to make it worthwhile to put a product placement in?
I can't imagine. I don't think it's in the millions, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was in the 100,000s.
And that'll get it in there.
Yeah, that prominently, yeah.
No shit, eh?
I don't have any real numbers on that, but that's got to be right. Aw, they're so mean. It would have been interesting that's another thing, because you never actually got to see the good robot Us's in part 3. I'm surprised that they didn't you find out that they were their house cleaners or something like that.
Yeah, that blew because there was no Station in 3. Fuck man, Station could have played the keyboard or something.
Mm-hmm. Or even if it was just a small appearance, just to
when they when they got the band together, instead of it being their kids, they should have realized that, hey, we need to get more of our friends. So they go get Station, and Station, rocks, and then this, and then that. That's how they rock,
Yeah, that would,
because they had the wrong band.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still them.
Yeah. I always they always stand opposite each other. It's Bill and Ted have an agreement that Bill is always on the right and Ted is always on the left.
Don't two of them kind of get along?
What do you mean?
Keanu and Keanu don't like each other, and then the other two kind of do, or no?
I don't think we even have time for that to occur because they're about to get killed. Whoa. They just can't resist the guitar.
I'm lying on something here. It's a knife.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Now I'm really lying on it. So the movie cost $20 million to make. It made $38 million domestically. I don't have the worldwide numbers. Not as big a hit as our last one, but still whatever. It debuted number 2 behind Terminator 2, which was just like tearing up the box office for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
Of course it was. Come on.
Then Boys in the Hood, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Point Break. So 2 Keanu's. So technically Keanu is in a movie 3 times during this week because he's here twice.
What was the other one?
Point Break.
Oh, Point Break.
Yeah.
You know, when you said 2 hoods, Boys in the Hood and Robin Hood.
No.
Week.
That's true. There's a Hood week going on too. There's a lot of doubles. What else? Naked Gun 2.5, City Slickers, and Dutch had just come out that week.
Dutch.
Yeah. It went down to number 3.
We gotta look at this Blaze movie. I'm still like, what the fuck is this Blaze movie?
We'll look it up later. It went down to number 3 in week 2 when the movie Mobsters came out, but it beat V.I. Warshawski, Life Stinks, and Another You.
What a 4-pack of movies you just said. Holy Christ.
I know, hey? And then it went down to number 10 in week 3 when Hot Shots and Doc Hollywood and Body Parts all came out, but it beat another newcomer, which was Return to the Blue Lagoon with Mila Jovovich.
Oh my God, oh yeah. That was a good one.
Station. I like that they even say station.
Yo, they just called them fags.
See, and they did that in the other one too. I'm just like, there's no escape from in almost any 80s movie. You're like, oh man, innocent times, and you're like, oh, they're just kind of hate criming on each other right now. They called each other that. Like when they hugged when Ted realized that Bill wasn't dead, or the other way around. Bill realized Ted wasn't dead.
In the suit, right? When he was in the suit.
Yeah.
The armor suit.
So they didn't do any color change here. This is literally just all makeup and clothing. They just grayscaled everything. But you can kind of tell.
Oh yeah, totally.
You can see the inside of their mouths, and you'll also notice his jeans are blue in a minute, but I feel like it would have been easier for them to just color correct it.
Nah, come on.
Oh, no, because they would have had to green screen. Because those could have just been stand-ins. I get it.
Oh, there he is.
Death. William
It took
Sadler,
a lot longer for them to die than I thought it was going to be.
I was going to say it was shorter, actually, but I love William Sadler so much. He's so good at
me
this
too.
role.
He's so killer.
But I like him in everything. Like when he was in Demon Knight and all those other things.
And Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank, he was good. And then the one role I always bring up with him is in Kinsey, when he plays the child molester who masturbates in front of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. What a role! What a diverse actor.
Yeah, he was also in most recently he was in The Highwaymen. He was in the episodes of The Blacklist and Hawaii Five-0. He was in a bunch of episodes of Our Cartoon President, and he was the MCU president in both Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah, he's doing good, eh?
I love him. It's just he's very, very good. He just do whatever he wants. But how's it hanging, Death? I love that so much. He's just staring off to nothing.
It's way off, right? But whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, my system plays out the captions, but I can adjust the sync, and it was out of sync, and I was trying to fix it, but we couldn't fix it. I've never heard of a wedgie as a Melvin except for this
Melvin.
They
didn't say that. Oh, we're not there yet. That's why.
Yeah. No, but later.
Melvin Death.
Yeah.
They're just walking down Death Road. So here's a question for you.
Okay, I might have been answered.
Do you believe in heaven and or hell?
I don't. Yeah, there's really not much more to it. I just don't.
Exactly. It's either yes or no. You don't have to get into why or whatever.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a why, but I think the reason that there isn't a why is why I don't believe. I was like, if there's no logical reason that there would be one, that it feels more logical to me that it was made up.
Right.
Right? So.
Oh, is he banging his old lady? Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, they were just doing some on top of the clothes stuff.
Now they just mentioned the Melvin's death.
What if they were just totally into that?
I like it. I like your rough new persona.
No, I was talking dead Bill and Ted. It's just like they like to watch. He's like, oh man, we're getting cuckolded by ourselves. No way.
And the ladies also love it.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, the way you guys were yesterday were just a bunch of dorks. We are now so manly.
I always hate that. It's always so like, what's happened? Your attitude has changed.
Oh.
I like that they have to continue to ruin Bill and Ted's lives despite the fact that they've already murdered them.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, right? Oh my God, look at that.
It's like, oh, we just ruined their relationship. I feel like the murder ruined their relationship. Oh, they opened the ruffles upside down. I'm not a fan.
I know, they're fucked. That's how you know it's not really them.
They've got so many good snacks, though.
Before they were eating Lay's, now they're eating Ruffles, the bad ones.
Yeah. I'm on a weight loss kick right now. So I'm like avoiding said snacks. So this is I'm finding this very
trigger. Really trigger.
I'm triggered.
Happy?
I am pretty triggered.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you're doing a podcast with your sponsors, so
yeah. This episode brought to you by the Pepsi I'm not gonna drink. I brought, for people who don't know, I went and got myself a drink. I drink maximum one a day, but I've been skipping most days. I just did it because we were going to be doing this, and then Todd asked me to bring him one, so I brought him one like my homie. Oh my God, it's the dude from Total Recall.
And arachnophobia.
Yes, also arachnophobia, but to me, he's always Total Recall. You will be lobotomized.
I've been very, very good with not eating garbage, but good. I will tell you, it's been a while, like a little while since I had pop, so I've probably had about a liter today.
Yeah. No,
I haven't eaten any crap or anything. If I get hungry, I'll just eat something that's food. Like I don't eat. Oh, this is so wicked.
And I've been good about that lately. That has been my thing. I have a goal to lose like most of the weight within a year.
Oh yeah, I'm back on the kick too.
Yeah.
I love this guy playing like Ted, possessing him, right?
Totally possessed by the old school guitar.
You all right, dudes? I don't know what he's saying until about the next scene. So
yeah, I know. He's basically just telling the cops to go arrest the evil robot usses. Oh, bro.
I guess he can still see him.
Yes.
Even if he possesses.
But again, what is it with sequels in the 80s though, that like the second sequel is always so much cornier than the original? Like Ghostbusters 2 to Ghostbusters, Gremlins 2 to Gremlins, this like basically Back to the Future 2
Gremlins 1 to Gremlins 2 is like night and day.
Yeah, right. But Gremlins 1 was almost a horror movie and Gremlins 2 was almost a cartoon.
Yeah, pretty much. I love Gremlins too.
And again, it's not that I don't love them. It's just that it's such like you would think that they wouldn't want to make such a gigantic like conceptual leap. Like you would think it's like, oh, okay, here's the things that the people liked about this movie. We're just going to tell a new story with that. And they're like, no, we're going to change everything.
The one that bothers me the most is like Ninja Turtles 1 to Ninja Turtles 2.
That was a huge horror.
Like, oh my God. Well, I had heard that a bunch of people complained about it was dark, and I mean, it wasn't really that dark. Like,
it was. I mean, yeah, it really wasn't. But then what was even crazier to me was that the Ninja Turtles 2, and you don't even think about it, Ninja Turtles 2 has no use of weapons.
Oh, it's like nothing. It's like so dorky and dumb. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Their weapons are always on their backs and they just bump foot soldiers with their shells. So here's the writers, Ed Solomon and I've already forgotten his name. Chris Matheson are both the two guys in this scene here.
So wait, so Missy is doing like a seance or something? Like
yes. She gets a chance to be pretty good in this one.
She's pretty lady.
Yeah. Well, it had me thinking.
Actually, 80s hair, whatever the year it is here. What year is this? 92 or something? 91?
91, I think.
Yeah, because you said Terminator 2, is that right? It's going to be 91.
Yeah, it's 91. But the guy on the right, which I believe is Chris Matheson, I feel like that he should be played by Tim Heidecker.
Oh my God, he totally, or no, the guy from, the one dude from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Not Charlie Day, not Rob McElhenney,
no,
the other guy.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he'd work.
I like that looking down her shirt.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
your mom, dude. That's your fucking mom, dude.
I know. Well, it's both their moms now, right?
No. Well, it was once ex-mom,
Yes.
now mom.
Nah, still a thing.
She must as well just be with both dads. Like, what's the difference now, right? Like, why can't we just share her?
That would have been an actually
like, she
really
was with
funny.
Me, now she's with you. Like, what's the friggin' difference?
That would have been a really funny twist in 3, as if they had a polyamory thing going on, because she's so new age. The only thing that I would have liked, though, they should have de-aged her so she looked exactly the same.
Oh, in part 3.
In part 3, like she didn't age a day, but you got these two old men married to her.
New age dudes.
Yeah, I would have spent some money on that. This is like straight out of Beetlejuice.
Or like Beetlejuice Poltergeist. It's your, they just said it. It's your mom, dude.
The writers are acting.
Oh,
their
here they go. Uh-oh. Have they been banished to hell?
Yeah. I love this.
I guess, eventually at some point you just be like, okay, are we going to hit the bottom here or what? Like,
yeah, you get sick of it. I've done this on roller coasters. You have a bunch of things in a row. You're like, This is what happened to Loki in at the beginning of Thor Ragnarok.
Holy Christ! Have you seen what the Hemsworth looks like now? Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Well, he got all
even more ripped. He's like,
because he's also did the Hulk Hogan biopic. So, which I mean, you didn't have to get that muscular for that. He wasn't defined.
I know, and I love it's like totally like now when you hear The Rock, it's like he's like, to be Black Adam, I've got to be even more ripped, and it's like, no, you don't. Like totally, you're already like way over ripped.
We are covered.
Yeah, and he's just like, no, I gotta get even crazier. Instead of, what's funny too, it's like, instead of talking about your acting ability, it's like your workout routine. Like, way to go, Rock. What an actor.
I know, right? That's something.
To get into character, I had to pump twice as much iron. Oh, good for you, buddy. Woo.
Yeah. Helps him focus.
There he is.
Nice.
Is that the gatekeeper or is that the man himself?
That's the... Yeah.
You think that's Beelzebub?
Yeah, no, he just said...
Dudes?
He's like, who do you think it is, dude? Sign of the devil. I like this because this has kind of a vibe. You remember the movie What Dreams May Come?
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of like their version of hell. Like if it was just like shot a little bit better, it would have been that.
Right. That was a cool visual style movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that would have been a good book.
What, Bogus Journey?
Yes, the novelization of Bogus Journey is where it's at. No, What Dreams May Come. It may have been a book. I don't know. I didn't really look at it.
What, this thing sucks the thing in and then crushes the boulder and then what? Like...
then they got crushed boulders, I guess.
Like nobody's ever tried to jump up the thing. Satan's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a very slow process for crushing boulders. You have all these like hell slaves. I would just use them.
Well, he just got all this new technology. He can fire them all now. Automation's taking all the jobs in hell, man.
You know what? He's probably like me, where he's got his wife going like, "What did you buy this stupid thing for?" And now he's like, "Look, it does stuff." So I always buy gear, and she's like, "What is that for?" I'm like, "No, I use it all the time. Don't worry about it.
It's making my life the time.
It's making my life a lot easier." But I'm not lying. It's just that she wouldn't get that because it's just more shit. Although I've been getting free stuff lately because I've been reviewing stuff for cgmonline.com. So I got a couple new gadgets here.
Couple new gadgets, eh?
Yeah, I got a new microphone that I'm still in the midst of testing.
I'm going to steal your new gadgets with my new Glock.
Oh, no. Don't rob me.
Oh, here you go.
You know what? I'm just as afraid of being shot by one of those things, so...
Oh, my God. We were on the island, and a lady that I know's kids had a BB gun.
Yeah.
And so me and the old cadet, they always have cadets, right? This guy was a particular year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made him a deal. I don't know what it was, but it was like, I will get shot in the hand at close range with this thing, but then you have to as well. And he's like, okay. Yeah. And man, holy shit, did it ever hurt?
Yeah.
The BB hit me in the hand, and I was like, oh my God. And I was just fighting so hard to not show that it hurt.
Yeah.
And I did a pretty good job. And then when he got shot in the head, he totally started crying. Oh my God, we laughed at him. Oh my God.
It hurts.
Oh, it hurt like son of a bitch. It hurt like a son of a bitch, but I didn't cry like a little bitch.
Yeah, but you would have if you went second. You didn't have to hold it in.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, exactly. Oh my God, yeah.
This has like severe Tim Burton vibes, this
like the wonky furniture and like the...
Just, the everything about it. Like, even the camera shots and stuff like that have... You can see kind of where the matte painting starts. Like, you can see it's totally. Like five lights back is where the matte painting begins.
You can totally see it, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. They did all right.
Where's Tim Burton been? He's got nothing. He's remade everything. Now there's nothing to be remade. Yeah. He's got to retire or what?
No, he is doing something. What the hell is he doing? I gotta look him up.
We got Raimi doing Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
Which I totally dig.
I'm on board with that too. Oh,
Scarlett Johansson said that what's her name said that he's awesome.
Yeah.
Wanda there. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
She said that Elizabeth he's totally awesome.
Nice. I loved. There was this clip that I saw. It was from some awards show, and Seth Rogen was sitting there. He's like, "How did we wait this long to find out that Mary-Kate and Ashley had a sister?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's like, seriously, he's like, she's the best one.
Yeah. And it's like crazy to know that this is the one that, you know what I mean? Well, her sisters are billionaires.
Yeah. They're mega successful.
Because of their clothing line that they had and everything.
Yeah.
But the one that turned out to be the most successful actress is the one we never heard of.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Now they're on their own personal hell.
Literally, like Beetlejuice 2 is still on the list of movies for Tim Burton directing. Well, even the music, like I know you can't hear it right now, but the music just had that vibe of when they're in the underworld and stuff like that. That like boom, 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 boom. Danny Elfman.
A lot of the shots of this movie make me think of a music video.
Oh, absolutely.
Like again, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity push-ups.
Yeah. This is like this stuff creeped me out as a kid. Like I wasn't afraid of it, but I was just like something.
Yes, it did totally.
Everybody looks like Crispin Glover at this table. It looks like a Primus music video.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, I remember this was a scene you always talked about when we were kids.
Oh my God!
Like I think this haunted you a special way because you.
Oh God, yes! Did it ever? Holy Christ! I like that he's his own grandma too, right?
Yeah, whatever version of closed captions I have, like it must be from like a different version of this movie because they're getting further and further out.
Oh, I still know what's going on. Oh yeah. My Lord,
that's fun. Man, we have a lot of very similar like things going on in our last two movies. We have time travel. We have characters playing multiple
characters. Yeah, that's weird how it worked out that way. Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Those hairs. Those hairs are changing my life. That bunny looks like he could have been the star of like a horror movie from like this era. Like right alongside
Oh my
Chucky,
God,
right?
yes. Like, yeah, there should be an Easter Bunny movie. Yeah.
Mhm. So Alex Winter, I didn't realize he became like quite the documentary director, eh?
No way. That's what he got into there.
Yeah. He directed a documentary about Frank Zappa, and he did one called Showbiz Kids, all about like child actors. And he's got one coming out called Mass Effect, which is all about like YouTube and its like effect on pop culture and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I think
cool.
that sounds pretty cool. And then Keanu, we talked about him recently just because he's in fucking everything. Oh, we talked about him in John Wick that nobody saw. But so we could do this again without anybody knowing about it. So he does have John Wick 4 and 5 coming up. He was in the Cyberpunk
4 and 5?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
He was in Cyberpunk 2077, the video game.
Yep.
Matrix 4 is coming around the corner. There's a movie
I don't know
called...
what the fuck they're going to do with that movie. Like, what the hell? Like,
I have no idea. I had a really good idea for a version of the Matrix. I was going to call it the Matrix Online, and it was about like the kind of like the tenuous relationship between the machines and man and people who are trying to like reignite the war, because like there's humans who are like, you know, we're still being enslaved really, but then there's people on the but then they're like and then there's machines who like they don't want this peace, they want to have the power that they had before. And I had ideas. Just know that Kevin James was attached to star in my version.
Oh my God.
Kevin James, it was an Adam Sandler joint.
Straight to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what gets me too about movies like being on Netflix and these streaming services?
Yeah.
And then they brag about having so many people watching it. It's not the same as going to the fucking movies.
No.
I pay one premium price to get all the movies. So even watching like Army of the Dead, it's nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't, you know what I mean? So everything's, I don't know, not throwaway, but it does, and nothing is the same.
Well, the only thing
that it did.
The only way that you can put a value to a movie in a streaming situation would be how many people joined because of your movie. And you can't really quantify that because there's no checkbox going, why did you join? Oh, to watch like the Snyder Cut. Like, cause that was one thing, because they were saying somebody had really overshot the value of that movie. They're like, it made the equivalent of $667 million. And they're like, based on what? And then they're like, well, this many people joined from like this month to this month. So like, oh, so you're saying that prior to the movie coming out, every single person that joined was just to get the Snyder Cut, not like to be there for like all the other HBO content that's
I was literally going to say the same thing. Like,
but somebody did a more accurate thing because they had some viewership stats. It was a third-party thing. They had some viewership stats, and so it actually made closer to like 67 million, which wasn't even the amount of money they got to make the Snyder Cut.
Well, like I said, like only like 1/3 of the people that started the movie finished it.
Yeah. So
and I'm sure people. So hopefully that 1/3 was everybody that made a big fucking deal about the Snyder Cut,
and continue.
But it wasn't, because people just say stupid things because there's no accountability, and then the moment they get there, they're just like, whatever.
Yeah, I won this one. Now it's time to go try and cancel. Just anybody.
Yeah, whatever, anything.
Yeah, because like somebody just tried to do that with Ellie Kemper because she like performed at some place or something like that ended up having some like shitty things going on, and they're like, that what does that have to do with her?
I'm like, how dare you play this place? Because people are just over every little thing. What the fuck? Ellie Kemper didn't do nothing to nobody. Like, whoever I'll fucking rip their face off.
Yeah. Well, that would be like saying, like, you know, that'd be like some band playing a venue that used to have Jim Crow segregation.
Yeah. Or whatever, anything.
It currently doesn't. Yeah.
And they're like, how dare WWE go to Saudi Arabia when they're like this, yet the company and the country still depends on all their oil
Yeah.
And it's like, how dare you go there when their human rights are like this? Are you still driving your car that is running on the oil that we got from? Yeah, like you hypocritical piece of shit.
Yeah. You put a battery in that Ford F-150, and then we'll talk. I love this idea that death is a sore loser.
The best 3 out of 5. Or is it best 5 out of 7?
He finally. So good. Clue. I get if you play Clue with like too few players, it's the world's easiest game.
Yes, it is.
It's like I played like a 3-player version of Clue, and it was like 3 turns, and you got everything figured out.
Yeah.
You need like 6 player. Like basically, you need every player playing that game, and they need a million more weapons and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. And we were talking about Keanu, and he's got some other stuff coming out. He's got a movie called Rain coming out. I think it's a movie. It might be a show. Where he plays an assassin that makes his victims look like they died of natural causes.
Oh.
And then he's going to be in the version of Past Midnight with Rick Famuyiwa. That's a hard one to pronounce, but I believe I got it right. He's directing that.
Famuyiwa. He was never this tall. He must be always standing on the stairs. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, he's way tall.
Mm-hmm. That would have been amazing. He's like, I didn't know William Sadler was 7'9".
You boss me around.
Oh man, this is the best I've seen you. You've been. I can see Todd via webcam, but he's in the dark.
Oh my god, look right up his skirt.
Yeah.
See what Death's junk looks like.
Yeah,
see if the carpets match the drapes.
Yeah, that's what they did in. What's it called in Back to the Future? He was looking up. This is like the worst matte painting stuff I've ever seen. Like at least when they did this in Mary Poppins, it was on purpose because they were inside a painting.
Yeah, see, at least they could explain it.
Mm-hmm. I love seeing some of that stuff though. I was watching. It was a thing from Tron. And it was also the one from the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they use like a matte painting, but it's on glass, and then they put it right in front of the camera, and there's just one little bit that's etched out, so you see the person walking, but it looks like they're in this giant space, but really they're just walking in an empty room.
Cool.
It's so cool what they used to do. Like the innovation. I mean, there's great art in CG and being able to do it well and being able to be creative with it and stuff. Like the creativity that they had to use to like overcome shit back in the day for movies is just like unparalleled.
I agree. I think it looked cooler too.
Mm-hmm.
I preferred the big, huge painting in the background to it being like a CG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like that cool shit.
Yeah. It all depends. Cause I mean, like if there has to be some form of interaction with the background, then I get it. But like otherwise, no.
Yeah.
How are they not going to back to hell just specifically for mugging 2 people on their way to heaven? Like they legit just like totally jumped 2 people.
It's pretty loose rules.
Yeah.
Nobody's really watching. They don't expect anybody to do anything in the lobby, so they get away with it.
Yeah.
There's a boxer.
That guy died in the ring,
I guess.
Totally. That's sad as hell. Oh, he's over there in the corner.
That's sad as hell.
Well, I'm just
this could be a celebrity. Who's this going to be?
It should be Lou Gossett Jr., but it's not.
Oh.
But like I'm looking around and I'm seeing, oh my god, it looks kind of like Ving Rhames.
Oh my god, it's like Ving Rhames and Carl Weathers mixed together.
Ving Weathers. Now, what's bad though, I'm like looking at all these poor people now and I'm like, how did that person die?
Yeah, I have to wait in line. I mean, jeez.
Well, and how long, like, is time would assume, you would assume that time is kind of relative in heaven. So are you waiting in line at the same time as people who died like 40 years before you because like it feels all like a minute to them?
Maybe. That's a good point, actually.
So like I just saw, because I saw a guy in the back where like he's got the whole rice patty thing going on. Is that somebody who was killed in Nam?
Yeah, so like maybe everybody shows up at the same time, even though time is continuing on.
Yeah, like time
or has happened, like the past has already happened, but you're still here at the same time as right, fatty guy there.
They're gonna walk past the
he just
Interstellar
said it right
bookcase.
there. We're in heaven, and we just mugged 3 people.
Yeah, exactly.
That was way back, but I just didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, so they say that suicide is the number one sin of all.
Yes.
It's even bigger than murder because you've been given a body and you have chosen to self-annihilate yourself.
Yes.
If you were surrounded by zombies, there is absolutely no way in hell you are getting away from them. You are going to get bit or ripped apart. You've saved the last bullet for yourself and you blow your fucking brains out. Do you get a pass in heaven or no?
I would at the very least think you would have an argument of
like
I saved lives by not becoming a zombie. I saved lives because
I would also say that once I become a zombie, I'm no longer the body's no longer mine anyways.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So the abomination that I become is nothing of God.
Yeah.
So if I blew my brains out, I'd be like, come on, St. Peter, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Let me in.
That's when you get to that Tea Party song. I said, no, Peter.
Yeah, that was
listen,
exactly
Peter.
Come on, Peter. That's hilarious.
I just listened to them not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
That CD.
Now, how much do you like the idea that God, I need your help to wrong a right, and we need your help to build something to, vanquish the evil robot us's, and he just brings him a weird monster who's going to build him a piece of shit robot.
He's bringing them to somewhere that can help.
Is that a Tron data disc?
No, it's a laser disc of the movie Tron.
Yes. Like, I just feel like when he got that, he should have just looked up like, whoa, God, this is frightfully unhelpful.
I like how he's dressed like Hunter Thompson.
Yeah.
Oh. What does he say there?
He said, I'm sorry, they Melvined me. Now, here's a question to the people who are listening and watching and stuff like that. See, they're still fucking up their lives. Why? Mission accomplished. Go home. Oh,
yeah, they're really trying to ruin him.
Oh, they sent the time machine back, though. There's no going back, but you would think that they would just... Yeah.
They're supposed to just really, if they're going to be if they're going to be like the saviors, they're really putting them through the ringer here,
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Oh, cool.
That is a very, very poor effect.
I feel for like $20 million that they really kind of cheaped out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, $20 million in like 1990 money. Like,
yeah, I'm like,
like there are lower budget movies or like movies that require less that cost more nowadays. Yeah. That one looked a little bit better. We're total headbangers. That's the other thing. It's like, what are they really into? Because like most of what they like is like classic rock, and but they sort of play metal.
But they had a Faith No More poster in the back. It's probably just fans of rock.
Yeah, we just like long hair and guitars.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
I love. Third Rock is a show that I miss. It was so corny and so dumb, but it made me laugh.
I know, it was so good though. It was just like over the top and like
it was
ruled.
It was just performed well like that too. Like they did such a good job. I'm sad now. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to feel like the Mel Brooks Spaceballs commentary.
There goes the boxer.
I saw the boxer. What was he holding? It looked like he was holding like a lead pipe.
And what was weird was before the scene, like there they are.
Yeah. So they've been
before they see them, there was like an Asian guy in like a rice hat who was grabbing another Asian person, and they were like backing up.
Yeah.
Like frightfully, like, oh God, what is happening? Maybe they saw Station. They don't fucking know what's
There's
going on.
Benjamin Franklin, but if you look on the left, it's Chef Boyardee. Einstein.
They're all yakking with Station, eh?
Yeah.
So Station must be dead.
Yeah, Station is, I believe he's described as an interdimensional being.
Oh, so they can show up here and just party with people, right?
Yeah. But my favorite little piece of news, Station was a mistake. The only reason that they're called Station and why everybody yells Station is the two guys just punch drunk from like an all-nighter writing. They went back to like reread what they wrote, and they just type out the word station in the middle of nowhere. So they just found that very funny. So they named him Station, and then they made everybody yell Station, because like it's probably, you know, that thing where you're just like, again, like I said, they're kind of punch drunk. They're just in there. They just probably thought it was the funniest thing on the planet. Like tears coming down their eyes, and they just like look across at each other and be like, Station, yeah, and just more. Like when we had our teacher and we imagined her turning around and just going like, wah! And being like, it's stupid. It was utterly stupid, but it made us laugh to the point where we were removed from the room.
Those are the best ways to be removed from room.
Oh God. It was the only way we got removed from rooms. Consistently.
Look at Station. Fucking move it, buddy.
So, Station, I've got the actors here. They're very important actors in the miscast commentary universe. One of them played by Ed Gale, who played Howard the Duck.
Oh my God.
Also played a dink in Spaceballs.
Oh my God.
Was also in Phantasm 2 as one of those creatures.
Oh my God. They're called Future Dinks.
Yep. Was the Chucky double in Child's Play.
Holy fuck.
He was also in Our Brother, Where Art Thou? And in Tiptoes, the famous little person movie.
Tiptoes?
Have you never heard of that movie?
I must have.
It stars...
That's two. Did they Blaze and then Tiptoes? Yeah. Man.
Yeah. No, Tiptoes, though, this one is infamous. Tiptoes, it's got like a killer cast. It stars Matthew McConaughey, and then Gary Oldman is his twin brother, but Gary Oldman is a little person.
Really?
And literally, like, he's most of the time just like on his knees or like whatever, right? Like Dorf. And it's really, really bad. But like every little person who works, like Peter Dinklage is in this movie. Bridget the Midget is in this movie. Like every person is in this movie. And it is bananas. And again, her name is escaping me from Underworld and Serendipity and
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale is
Does she play a little person?
No, she is Matthew McConaughey's girlfriend in the movie, and they have.
You say it's Gary Oldman?
Gary Oldman plays the go. I'll play you the trailer after. It is.
Have you seen this movie?
I have seen this movie. It is something else.
Oh my God, I have to watch this now. I got to catch up.
It is next level craziness.
Oh my God, I should totally see this one. I can't believe I've never even heard of it.
Peter Dinklage plays a French Marxist. He goes, I am a Marxist and I am French. Where's my baguette? Like, it's
so
just
what the hell's the movie about, though?
It's just about it mainly follows around the relationship between Matthew McConaughey and his brother, because he's, you know, normal sized, and then Gary Oldman's a little person. His parents His parents are also little people. Why? There's no answer to why wouldn't they? It's not even a question you should ask yourself, because you'll just get a headache. Like,
no, I mean, like, why wouldn't they like actually hire a little person to play that role? Instead of getting Gary Oldman to get his Dorf on.
Well, and on top of that, you have Peter Dinklage, who's been nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah,
he's a very successful little person. He's the most successful little person actor.
I wonder, because he's in the Toxic Avenger remake. Yes. I wonder if he's playing Toxie.
I think he is.
That's amazing.
But But yeah, this movie, so basically it surrounds their relationship, and then Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale's relationship. And then also the concern of if they were to have a baby, he was concerned that they would be little people because it's in his genes. And I love the like sick abs that they gave the guys.
I know, right?
Like it's almost like in like Loaded Weapon or something like that, when it's like Emilio Estevez takes off his shirt and it goes low and he's got like ripped abs.
And it's black, right? It's like a black guy's abs.
Yeah.
I know they did that in Naked Gun as well, and she like rubs her hand down his chest. He's like super ripped.
It's such a Zucker-esque joke, so it's always one of those things. But yeah, so anyways, that's basically the crux of the movie, and there's a lot of little people things going on. They go to some little people awards, and then you find out at the end, so she's pregnant, so he gets all concerned about that. And I don't want to give away the ending because it is a fucked up ending. It's wonderful.
It is wonderful. What'd you say the name of it was again?
Tiptoes.
Tiptoes.
And then the other, so anyways, so that all fell off of our first for Ed Gale as one of station. The other station is played by Arturo Gil, also a dink in Spaceballs. He was Windy Winston in Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh my God.
He was also featured in Leprechaun 2, Ghoulies 4, and was in Passions for a number of episodes.
Oh, he maybe played the little doll.
I guess.
Because there was a little possessed doll.
That's fucking nuts.
In Passions.
I feel so bad for little, because it's like every little people job. Like I was watching, my daughter was watching like a Disney Channel show, and it was a Christmas episode, and the only little person in there was playing an elf in like a mall prison.
At a mall prison.
Like it was like the weirdest thing, and I'm just like, come on, like that's why I liked so much. Well, except that they had to make jokes about it, but like I remember when I was watching Elf the first time, and Peter Dinklage is the big successful like children's novelist, and I was like, oh, awesome, like that's cool. And then it was just so he could make elf jokes, and I was like, ah, shit. This is weird. Is this technically then
thing, right? Yeah. Well, a lot of movies didn't treat them, like derogatory or whatever. They just need little guys to play little guys.
Like, honestly, yeah, no, that's fair enough. And I'm fine with those ones. But I feel like the only two people that just kind of like leave out the fact that they were like just kind of ignore the fact that they were little people altogether were Seinfeld and Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah, or they just don't even mention it. Because why,
it's just,
right?
It's just, who gives a shit? He's just a person.
Yep.
And that's like, I feel like as a director, I was like, I feel like I would go out of my way to like hire, I would do a few things. I would make sure to include in my casting notes that like, unless it was really necessary, that race, like there's no limitations on race or sex or anything like that. It's like, this person is this, and it's like, you can go, it could be anybody. If you feel like you could do this role, come and try out.
Fucking hey, man.
Because like that kills me.
Right
like,
on.
Like you see casting calls, even like for things, it's like, oh, The Friend, we're looking for a white male age 34 to 38, with this kind of build and whatever. Why did it have to be a white male? It's not like it's a historical thing. Like if it's something historical, then of course, like it's like, okay, you're not gonna like be like, oh, if I'll take an Asian guy to play Malcolm X, sure.
Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But like, and here's another thing. So they became the two stations become the one station. Did that make him a better builder? Would they have not been more efficient if there were two of them?
Yeah, but he's big, so we can make him taller. And
yeah, well, it's laying down though. I don't feel like height is any limit. They're in a van where you couldn't stand up anyways. He's sitting. But again, like look at these things are garbage compared to the other versions.
No, they're not. They're fucking awesome.
Like they would be fun to see and stuff, but I mean, like look at the other versions of the Evil Robot Us's. Like they were beautiful.
I mean, look at what station's got to work with here. He's using shit from a 19 whatever year they're in. Home Hardware. I'm sure if he could have went to the future, like Buddy Bad Guy there, he could have found all the gear to make a super killer robot.
Todd, argument one. You just you crushed that argument. I don't have a leg to stand on after that statement, so you go ahead.
Look at that. We need evil robot us's.
We are the evil robot us's.
Oh, that's what we learn in the end. That weird, like Bart, when they find out that Bart is the evil twin, and they've been locking the other one up in the attic.
That was Ed Solomon and Chris Matheson again. I like that everybody is tuning in. This is like, the kind of this self-absorbedness of movies. Like when we were talking about Karate Kid, when it was like the All Valley Karate Tournament. Everybody knows about this in the entire city. It's like the whole town. The San Dimas Battle of the Bands. People from all over the world are tuning in. Pam Grier looks so much like Vanity from The Last Dragon in her outfit in this.
I always like Pam Grier. She's fucking hot.
Pam Grier's great. Another person who doesn't get nearly enough stuff. She probably works more than I know, but she's not in stuff that I know about. Right. It felt like it was like a big gap between Jackie Brown and Bless This Mess, but I'm sure there was more. But she deserves better.
She's probably got lots of shit. This is probably the same arena. There's Primus right there.
Yep. That's actually hilarious that you bring that up. I didn't even remember they were there.
Yep. That's Primus right there. I'm sure Primus, and they're going to lose too.
Well, yeah. I get it.
That's probably the same. It looks like the same place as it was their school presentation. It's probably actually, the same.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah.
It looks like the same arena or the same,
I like that they arrived in a Scooby van. How
many people did the Simcoe theater hold? Like 500 or something?
It was about 500. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was exactly 525.
525.
I don't know why that number is sticking out to me, but I feel like I asked too many times, and then somebody was like, "For fuck's sakes, it's 525." That's how I feel. I have that information.
Oh my God, you just reminded me of my show I think we should come out with.
Yes.
It's called Todd Cesare, Dog Yeller. And it's got to have a really long intro, like ridiculously long. And every episode, look at that ass. Every episode is exactly the same. I'm like, hey, dog. And and I'm like, fucking dog bit me. Fuck. And then the credits roll. That's it. That's the whole show. Every time.
So, it's basically like the Ginger Dead Man. It's all credits with very little meat.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. And then I'm like, fucking dog. And then the guy's like, I don't understand. It was the nicest dog until you walked over. Credits roll.
Speaking of dogs.
Oh my God.
Here's my dog.
Like, there you are.
She's hurt herself. She has a little sore on her underside.
Baby?
Oh, can you hear? Let's hear.
Leia. Oh, my baby. Oh,
she does
there's
not give a shit. Oh, I gotta put it. Oh, Climby. There we go. That was too much. I'll just let her finish the movie out.
That little rat is.
It's my puppy.
He's like, look, climb down the toilet.
A dog that gets yelled at all the time. This one.
Oh, because she's so cute.
It's because she consistently goes and she shits exactly where I put my feet when I wake up in the morning. So every morning I have to like peek over and like, did you shit here? And it's almost always.
What's that about? Yes. She's probably cleaning up the funk of your feet.
She hates me.
She's probably like, she's probably like, it smells so bad here where your feet hit every day that I'm just gonna shit to cover it over.
Yeah.
They're dirty, stinky dog shit. The dog probably shits. The dog shits are probably smaller than the cat shit. For fuck's sakes.
They're pretty much on par. I cleaned the cat shit once.
Once.
I like that everybody just thinks that this whole thing is a big theatrical thing. Like, man, I can't believe they made all these robots.
I know, exactly. It's kind of like when that tiger attacked Siegfried or Roy. They're like, all part of the show, people. And he's like ripping his head off.
And also, why did they have to be remote control?
It's only the way to do it, bud.
Hey, we may have met our match.
See you later, Bill and Ted.
The one thing I do like, they're very good losers. Yeah. They're like, oh, looks like this is it for us. I like to have buttons specifically for exploding the evil robot us's.
Oh, yeah. The crowd's loving it. They're like, this is better than their performance last year.
Yeah.
And plus the new one, it didn't take place in this arena. Like with the last, it should have been here.
Yes. It ended up taking place on the highway. It would have been cool if, like, maybe the daughters, like, went back in time or something like that and actually gave them the song that they played or whatever. Or did, like, that would have, like, to go back and then have, like, the de-aged version or something like that. I don't know. I'm just.
They should have had, maybe they have to go back and get their parents too. Like they miss their family. They got to go back to medieval,
Mm-hmm. Denomalos is back.
Man, he's got those Hammerman pants on.
He does look like a man who was tricked into being in this movie. Like, he really does. He's like, I'm going to do the job and I'm going to do it properly. But he's like, for God's sakes. He's like, I thought you were talking about, like, Prince William and King Theodore. And I was doing, like, this period piece. Because they truly did have a bogus journey because of the plague. Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to broadcast it everywhere.
Basically, this exact same thing happens in Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, my God. What a terrible movie, eh?
But you know what, though? I'm actually very thankful that you saw it so much sooner than me, because it put such a low bar on it that I enjoyed my time watching it. Like, I didn't, I was like, it wasn't a good movie, but I was like, it was fun, whatever.
Like, they just show this random scene where, like,
there's William Sadler, and that's his actual wife and daughter in that scene.
Oh, no way.
But she's actually British, and so he just threw on a British accent so they could be worldly. Anyway, cool. Sorry, what were you saying? We were talking about Wonder Woman 2.
Oh, yeah, just like she's like the worst friend in the world.
Yeah.
Just like her boyfriend shows up and she forgets all about her friend Kristen Wiig, who the night before was almost raped or murdered in the park.
Mm-hmm. And then she's
like a totally different person, and she's just like, whatever, my boyfriend's back, I don't care.
Yeah, she was way too... Like, there's something called the Bechdel test, which is all about, like, like measuring whether or not a movie has, like, feminist qualities. And one of the big things is, like, do the main characters, like, worry about men through the whole thing? Like, are they, like, defined by the men in their lives? And I was like, this movie, well, both of them, really, she totally is.
Oh, yeah.
I love this. This is such a lazy yet fun...
Right, we already went back in time and set up a cage.
We just got to remember to do that.
Oh, yeah? Well, I knew you were going to do that, and then I did this.
Yeah. In fact,
the movie didn't have any action, and there was no payoff with Kristen Wiig. I really thought we were going to see her in full real makeup as Cheetah, but it was, like, so lame.
Yeah, you see it in whatever that was for a second. It would have been better if you would have seen her in, like, Cats CG.
And they didn't even like explain how Diana like when she was like, I want to be like Diana, she took some of Diana's power.
Yes.
Because there's a scene where Diana's trying to rip a lock off the door and she can't really do it. And then she just kind of looks at Steve and that's it. She never says, oh my God, my power's gone or this or that or like.
That was explained fully. She didn't take power from Diana. She just got similar power to Diana. But you lose, when you're given something, you lose something. So when Diana got Steve back, she lost her power.
Oh, I was probably too busy trying to kill myself to even understand what happened.
And when Kristen Wiig got her power, she lost her humanity. That's when she started being less of a, like she, start being less of a nice person. Like, they kind of showed that when she was, like, shitty to the homeless guy, that she was nice to her.
I know, but it's funny too when it's like, then she's at work the next day and she's a completely different person. And Diana's just like, whatever, my boyfriend's back.
Yeah. Yeah, I am concerned about nothing because I got what I needed.
And he said, buddy there, Chris Pine said in an interview that scene with him, like, you can tell, like, the cars are all, it's a big car scene.
Yeah.
And she starts pushing the one car that, like, went sideways.
Yeah.
And Steve Trevor's car smashes in the back of another car and he starts to get out of the car and be on the roof. And then it just ends.
Yeah.
And then in the real movie, he said the action scene is way, way longer where he jumps out of the car and he's on top of this car and jumping and she's doing this and that, and they just cut the whole thing.
Pam Grier was Rufus all along.
Oh, my God. Every good black woman has a white man underneath. What are they trying to say here?
Or has a white man inside her.
Oh, or wants to.
Well, that could be like that could still be a pretty negative thing if you go back far enough in time.
Yep.
Thomas Jefferson. I love
Did
that.
They even rock? Or are they even going to play or what?
They're getting ready to play. I like that this is like their intro. They've just decided now Station is part of the band, as is Death.
See, why weren't they there? Like they went and got Death. Why didn't they go get Station?
Yeah, they should have got. I think that like I wouldn't want Station in the whole movie, but they should have had
not the
something.
whole movie, but right in the end, Station shows up.
Like you have Station, or you have to use Station at some point, like in the middle of the movie. Like I don't know, because all that movie was made for was for fan service, right?
Oh, here comes ZZ Top.
Yeah,
they need or ZZ Them. Sorry,
they made babies.
And if this is the team right here, this is what they should have went and become.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In the third one.
Yeah. Well, I would have liked that, but yeah, the whole idea was the idea that they like everything that happened in the in like the newspaper montage that's about to happens because they break up. Like, you know, like Death goes solo and
right.
So all those things happened, and they basically just like they just coasted on their one hit for so long but it wasn't the hit that like was supposed to change the world. You know, every good awesome rock band has two bongo players, right?
On one bongo.
I feel like the only bongo band with bongo players that was successful was the Beach Boys. And that
John
bongo
Stamos.
player. Yeah, I was gonna say that bongo player was John Stamos. That's something they added in. I watched the Lifetime, like unauthorized true story of Full House, and John Stamos, the guy playing John Stamos, he was talking to the other cast. He's like, "Yeah, the Beach Boys let me play with them sometimes."
Fucking guy, eh?
I like
nice
that's
move,
his weird little like show tuney rap. You rock on with your bad self.
Death, everyone.
Yep, a nice stand-up bass for a cool rock band.
And you can think like, where the hell? But I mean, he's got a lot of time on his hands at Death, so he could have totally learned a bunch of instruments.
Yeah, you know what kills me too is the ego stroke this must have been for Kiss, because like the song that gets played, it's called "God Gave Rock and Roll to You." And well, the beginning part isn't, but then like when it goes through the montage, that's Kiss. And I just picture them being sold on it. Like your song is the song that brings humanity together. And I just I picture that's exactly what Gene Simmons needed to say yes. I think they should have went the route. They should have went the route of Tenacious D. You know how they have the song, like the tribute to the greatest song in the world, but the song that they're singing isn't that song. They're just talking about that song.
Yeah.
The song that we played isn't anything like this song. So they're just, the robots are just dancers. Like Station.
Yeah, they're the backup dancers.
They were basically remote controlled by these guys. The dancing too by the other people. Like, oh my God.
Everybody, like even this guy.
Yeah.
Were they from France? Like this guy is.
Yeah.
Some old Frenchmen sitting there watching fucking. Oh
I
my
love
God,
it.
even like the poor Russians.
I love it so much because you can see like the way that Keanu's playing the guitar, he's fully in Dogstar right now. Like that's, if you watch any, like look up any Dogstar photo, that's just him right there.
That's the way
right down
wears
to the facial
guitar
hair
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he wears it low and he's. Yeah, see, like this, you can't hear it, but this is Kiss right now. Oh God. It actually like it makes me sick to my stomach that they like that
makes me sick to my stomach.
Like I legitimately believe that like like they probably still think about this, and they're like, remember how we changed the world? And then like when 3 came out, they didn't like it, but not for the same reasons that we didn't like it. They didn't like it because it like undid their song as the song that changed the world. It became like it was just a hit. They're like, no, our songs are bigger than hits.
Like, it already seems like they're doing pretty well because like the whole world was dancing to that song.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing, and it's like, so
like,
they do all
out
these
of all
things.
this success, they never wrote the song that was supposed to unite the universe.
Yeah, they got a big hit, just not the big hit. So
yeah,
they
it looks
even
like they had
talk
a
about
lot of big hits.
Yeah, in the 3rd movie, they talk about how they played the Grand Canyon. Yeah. Well, because this one didn't account for a 3rd movie ever being made. See, I think like the kids being not involved, or I mean like them not being involved in the song, really undoes the other 2 movies.
You see that thing there?
Yeah.
It says the Reaper wins the Indy 500, and the quote underneath says, "I didn't know I could run that fast."
I know, so good. You know what's hilarious too? Because this was probably such like an afterthought of like, we should do like some kind of like, you know, like montage thing. And so like most like the actors and stuff probably didn't even see any of this shit.
Was to wed Missy. Like that would be in the paper, right? Like,
of course it would. And I like that it's also Missy. I like this. Rumors split. The Dow drops 600 points.
Oh, fuck. Now the world's going to shit.
The Wild Stallions.
Oh, split a hoax, Dow to record high.
Mm-hmm. Bill and Ted the movie. No way. Wait a minute. Are you saying way?
We have nothing bad to say about them. Oh, no.
That must have been like really fresh off of the...
Whoa! Did you see what he just said there? All the air guitar riffs were by Steve Vai. Seriously, every time they do like
I did know that. I did know that, actually. That was part of my...
That's fucking hilarious. What the fuck?
That's great.
Oh, there it is. The Taj Mahal of movies, baby.
That's basically it.
Why did it just say Taj Mahal for no reason? Oh, fuck. I'm at like 5%. I gotta fucking plug my phone in.
Oh, shit. My phone literally just died.
Oh, fuck. Man, I ate my dinner and everything, but Jesus, I'm hungry again.
So am I, but I am on. It's only dinner time for me now.
Oh, fuck. Like I said, I ordered those wings and like garlic bread. It was super good, but gee, I might have to dip into some more of that action.
I need garlic bread so goddamn bad. Like really bad. Like I want to stop talking about anything else that's not garlic bread.
That's not garlic bread related.
Yeah. All right.
Whoa. Woo.
Wow. This one, I was trying to like look for some. I noticed 2 like brothers who were like the guy was like the paint supervisor and the paint gang boss, but it went by too fast.
The paint gang boss.
I don't know what that means, but it was.
I don't have a fucking clue, but good job on that.
Yeah. This was another thing that's part of the 80s that was not part of like any other, and like it seeped early into the 90s, but we're doing like a song and then it's going to include a lot of clips from the movie.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, like at the end, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like this one's like a rock like montage thing. And it's like, we totally killed Bill and Ted. But like they do like rap versions of the same thing. And I think the one that's probably the best one of all time would have been Prince's Bat Dance. Yes.
Batman, yep. I have that on record.
Nice. I remember I had the single for it, the cassette single. And it was Bat Dance on one side and it was 200 balloons on the other side.
Fucking A, man.
It's good times.
200 balloons. Oh, yeah, there you go, Primus. There they are.
Yeah. I like that, too. William Shatner is in the credits. It says James Tiberius Kirk, William Shatner.
Oh, no way. I missed it.
Well, because he was in a shot. Oh, Frank Welker was one of the voices. He was one of the station voices. Frank Welker famously is Megatron. It's also the voice of Santa's Santa's little helper in The Simpsons. He's the voice of fucking everything, though.
That's hilarious. They got him just to go station.
They do, like, he's in, when you look up his IMDb, he's got like 1,000 things, and there's things he's in where literally all he does is meow. Because he was like, he's one of the most famous like animal sound effect guys too. Like even in like live action movies, it's like, we didn't like the way the cat meowed, so let's call in Frank because he'll meow the way we want him to.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder how much you get for a meow per meow.
I don't know.
I work per meow.
Nothing I would like more than to have like a really cool voice that like was, you know, that warranted me being a voice actor.
No, we need the guy to come back for the previews, man. I'm tired of us watching these shitty previews without Buddy explaining the movie to me.
Well, he died, so.
Well, there's gotta be somebody.
Well, they had that second guy, but he was the guy who you went to for like straight to video, and it was never the same.
There's good. It's true. It was never the
same. Because there was a period of time, like if you actually go back, look, additional lyrics for the Reaper rap were by William Sadler. He improv'd. But anyways, the oh god, I got
the Reaper, written, performed, and produced by Steve Vai.
Mm-hmm. What was I just talking about though? We just got distracted.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I did. Because I saw the Reaper rap. That doesn't matter.
Shit.
You know what's going to be so mad too? Because I'm going to get so mad because I'm going to edit this, and then I'll hear me say what I was saying, and then and then it's going to be like, shit. Like I know I was going to say, and it was going to be something cool too.
I know. I think it was too. You're actually going somewhere there.
Fuck it.
It's probably a lie.
Whatever. Right. I like that this movie, which was written by Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon, is based on characters created by Chris. Like, was that necessary credit?
Yes, it was.
Fuck it. I'm just, everything's fucking now at the end of this one.
Yo, did you see the new, what's it called open? The new Marvel,
the
whatever,
Avengers
in Disney,
campus.
California. It was pretty cool.
Campus. Yeah. I really want to go eat at that Ant-Man restaurant, the Pym restaurant, because like certain, like big foods are small and small foods are big, and like.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I can't remember the one it was something that's supposed to be like teeny tiny, but like it's the size for like a family of 4 or something.
Nice.
Like I'm really,
it's like a pea.
Yeah.
A giant pea.
A giant
pea. Yum, yum.
Yeah.
Eat up, kids.
Yeah. I'd be on board, whatever. As long as it doesn't cost me too much. All right, guys. That is it for this episode. We're done. You can see I'm a little sweaty. Ooh. I'm glowing. But because my air conditioner's off. All right. So, as always, go to miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter @miscastpodcast. I'm at miscastjoe. Todd's at miscasttodd. Still making that mistake months later. All the other places you can find us, Facebook, all those things, all those good spots. If you are on YouTube and watching this video podcast, because we've been doing that lately, if you're interested in that rather than the audio version, come on here, make sure to subscribe and like all those things, smash the like button, and hit the bell for like all that good stuff. I don't know, you feel so corny, but the point is, it is statistic that you will get more if you ask for them, because you just
if you say smash.
Mm-hmm. So if you say smash, then then people will be like, yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm. They're going through keyboards like crazy, but keep smashing.
Smash it, baby.
Keep smashing those buttons.
But yeah,
like grandpa on the computer, just like chug. You're like great. You're putting your hand through the keyboard bud, like Jesus Christ.
You got it. But yeah, like and subscribe, and we do this live sometimes as well, so you'll want to join that. We're planning, it's the far away stages still, but we're planning a 24-hour live. That's got to happen eventually. And then if you are listening in podcast land, make sure that you are reviewing us and all those good things that help us get seen by more people. If you find us worthy of such things.
We're worthy.
I think if you listen,
worthy too.
Absolutely sponge-worthy. If are sponges still a thing, also put that down in the comments. Are sponges a thing? Not like cleaning sponges, but like contraceptive sponges. I feel like no.
Maybe in the Amish community.
No, because that's not made of wood.
A wooden sponge.
Wooden sponge. Ugh. Poor things.
Poor deers.
Also, just by the fact that they all have like 12 kids, I think maybe that the sponge is probably not on the table.
It's probably not working very well, yeah.
It's a really weird topic to get on right at the end of this episode, but God damn it, we're here. All right, guys, that's it for us. Thank you so much. Come back next week and we'll let you know what we're doing following week. I got a sneaking suspicion we're going to get into some sequels. We'll see.
I have a feeling too, yeah.
All right. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.